today I have this geometric color blocking design for you. So what's really fun about this design is that you can really mix and match and make it your own. You can do the design on all of your nails or just one, or you can use whatever colors you want. If you'd like to learn how to do this design, then please keep watching. So as I said, with this design you can really use any colors you like, but if you'd like to follow along with me, these are the colors that I use. So first off, I use a nail cleanser. This is from Formula X, but you can also just use nail polish remover and a cotton pad just to wipe your nails before you start. Get rid of any oils and residue and make sure that the color adheres. You'll need a base and top coat, so I'm using OPI Nail Envy for sensitive and peeling nails, and then just Say Sweet top coat. The colors that I'm using are Formula X, Athena, and then 3 SE polishes. I have Naughty Nautical, I have In the Cabana, and I have Mint Candy Apple. And then you'll just need a black nail polish and a striping brush, or you can use a Sharpie, and I'll explain that a little bit later. You may also use masking tape and scissors, so again, I'll explain that later. And then you'll just need some nail polish remover, acetone free preferably, and some Q-tips just for cleanup. So let's go ahead and get started. And just cover all of your nails with one coat, just to make sure that the color that you choose adhere to the nail bed, and just to prevent any staining. So I'm doing my right hand and my left hand with different designs. So what I'm going to do is I'll have solid color on these 3 nails, and then these 2 will have the color blocking. And then on this hand, I'll have solid color on this nail, and this one, and then these 2 will have the color blocking. So my solid color that I've chosen is the Athena polish. So I'm going to go ahead and paint that onto the nails that I've chosen. So I'm gonna start with my thumb and just put one thin coat on to start with, and then just wait for them to dry in between. You're better off doing like 2 or 3 thin coats than a really thick coat. And for the nails that I have the color blocking on, I'm gonna use my lightest color. You can see the shadow. All I'm doing is just rolling the bottle of polish in between my palms to just distribute the color, and in case the formula is separated at all. And then I'm just gonna, so I've chosen the lightest of my 4 colors as my base color. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint that on. So I'm just putting the second coat on the Mint Candy Apple. Normally if I was just gonna have this as the color, I would do 3 coats, but it doesn't have to be totally opaque and streak free, because it's going to have other colors layered on top of it. So as long as it's mostly solid, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you the first method to doing the lines for the geometric design. So I'm just getting some black nail polish. You don't need a whole lot, just a little bit, and put some on the paper. And just dabbing a little bit on there. The more that you put on it, the goopier it will get, and then you'll end up with strings. So you just need a little tiny bit, and then a striping brush. I prefer thin ones, just I find that they give me more control. Just dipping the brush into the polish. And normally I would recommend laying your hand flat on the table if you're doing this on yourself. And then just holding your hand still and dragging the brush. But for the purpose of the video, just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to hold my hand up a little bit. And I'm just dipping the brush into the polish, knocking the excess off onto the paper, and then I'm just holding my hand very still and dragging the paintbrush back a little bit to try to make the line as straight as possible. So I'm just going to do that on 2 of my nails, and that's it. So that's the first method. So, same thing. Brush in the polish. Lay your hand flat on the table. I hope you can see this okay. It's just really hard to sort of move my hand that way. And then I'm just gonna, I like to, also when I'm doing it, I don't want to make any of the nails look the same. I think it looks, I personally prefer it when they're all a little bit different, so I'm gonna do different lines on each of my nails. So the second method that I'm going to show you how to use is the Sharpie. So same thing as before, but the Sharpie is just a little bit easier to control and gives you more precision. It's neater than using nail polish. The thing that you need to be aware of though when using the Sharpie is that you need your base coat, your base color, to be completely dry before you start using it. Otherwise the Sharpie tip will wrinkle and poke holes in the polish and it just doesn't look very nice. So with the paintbrush, your nails just need to be dry to the touch. The Sharpie needs to be completely dry all the way through, otherwise you're going to end up with funny wrinkles. So all I'm doing is just using the Sharpie to draw in random black lines wherever I think it looks good on the nail. So the third method that I'm going to be showing you is masking tape. So I've just placed 3 blocks of masking tape on my nail, and I'm going to fill in the gaps with black nail polish and a little paintbrush. You can also always just use the brush in the bottle of polish. You scrape off most of it and just paint over the tape, but this uses a little less polish. So this design or this method is going to give you the cleanest lines, the most control. It's really good if you're very new to nail art and you're just not confident in freehanding yet. Sometimes you might like to use it on your dominant hand, so when you're using your non-dominant hand to paint, it just makes it a little bit easier. It does take a little bit longer because you need to make sure that your base color is completely dry, otherwise the tape will peel the paint off. The other thing that I would say is you need to make sure that the top layer of polish that you're adding is still wet when you're peeling the paint. And that's it. So all you have left to do is top coat and then just clean up around your nails with a Q-tip and polish remover if you got any on your skin. But that's the finished design. That's what they all look like. I hope that one of those methods will work for you. If you like, you can leave a comment letting me know which one you like the best, or if you have other ideas that I didn't cover. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you next time. God bless.